Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan and bid you all welcome back to Dragon Age. So, the intended goal of today's episode was to go and fight, I think her name was Jarvia, and her gang in the dust town of Orzammar. But when I did that off-screen as a trial run for this episode, I discovered she is one tough bitch, and we did not succeed, despite multiple attempts. And, instead of lowering the difficulty, which is what I probably would have normally done, I figured we'd take the time, kind of go off track here and start doing some side quests and some companion quests, because what's probably been holding me back is the fact that none of my companions really have that high of a loyalty, and so they don't get any of the, like, perks that they get for having higher disposition towards you. So I think before when I was doing this off screen, I'm pretty sure I handed a bunch of gifts off to everybody. So we got quite a few of them now above like 30% loyalty, which is like the first tier where they start to get new perks. And that's also when they start to offer more insights into their companion quests. So it gives them new dialogue options and everything. So we can actually talk with them now quite a bit. Morgan is, I almost called her Morganin. She's not too favorable with us, but shit. I think she likes this kind of crap.
Grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. A fine gift.
Yeah, so we're getting her up there.
A fine gift.
She also she likes spooky stuff like grimoires and that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's one of her things. Where'd it go? She wants this probably.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Think portraits are for, or paintings are for what's his face? Sten. Where was that might she like this?
Interesting.
Nope, she did not. So I'm not gonna waste time with that. Oh, I guess it's 25% that they get the bonus. Maybe I'm mistaken. I thought it was 30, but let's give her that again. Yeah, okay, so that upped her disposition. So she'll probably have new things to say, but we are already on her bit with the grimoire, so we have to go take on Flemeth. I don't think that'll happen this episode, because that's also going to be a tough fight. I want to be prepared for that, as opposed to wasting all y'all's time with a bunch of reloads and then just ending the episode. This episode's going to be talk-heavy anyway, because now that I've unlocked all the new dialogue options, I just kind of want to roll through them all. There was one person that was still under, wasn't it? Shale. I think I can get Shale higher. Shale likes fancy stones.
Ooh, shiny.
So there we go with Shale. Something for Zevran, I think. Unless I already gave it to him. Oh yeah, here they are.
That smell. This is Antivan leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you knew I was missing my homeland, but this does the trick nicely. Thank you.
Actually, now that I think of it, I think he had dialogue that talked about that, and I never got around to getting it.
But I'm not finished admiring them yet. Can you smell that? Like rotting flesh. Just like back in Antiva City. Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two. A bowl of fish chowder and a corrupt politician. I'd really feel like I was home.
No, I think we've got a lot of that last thing around
Marvelous.
here. Alright, so there he goes. That raised his disposition a lot. Now, Zevran, I don't really want to give too many spoilers, but Zevran can throw a fit later on. Not really throw a fit, but kind of play turncoat if we don't keep his disposition up and, I think, persuade him later. So I do want to kind of keep him on our good side, otherwise that creates problems. So yeah, I got a shit ton of other gifts. Anything alcoholic, except for this. I think Wynn likes the wine. But anything alcoholic is for somebody we have not gotten yet. Well, like I said, I think Alistair likes that, but I'm just going to keep it where it is for now. I don't want to start wasting gifts. We just reached a new tier in everyone's disposition other than Zevran, so let me check real quick. Okay, Zevran just like straight up gold. Maybe I'll throw a few more of these his way.
I shall treasure it. Thank
There we
you.
go. We got him to 25. Now that's weird. It still puts him in neutral, even though it gives him the bonus. I think 30 is where it turns into, like, positive. I don't really have anything else for him. I don't know who wants that. Oh, well, again, I'll worry about that later. Let's start with Alistair.
Something on your mind?
Has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
And if it is, what then?
Oh, nothing much. I just get to grin a bit and look foolish for a while.
Alright, well, go ahead and look foolish. You already do with that stupid hat.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
You thought I was callow?
You sound surprised. You must have heard this before.
I don't even really know what that means.
Eventually.
Why did I let you out of that cage again?
I have wondered that myself. It is one of the many things I find puzzling about your behavior.
I find plenty of things puzzling about you, too.
What is there to be puzzled by? I'm a simple creature. I like swords, I follow orders. There's nothing else to know about me.
I don't think you're that simple.
As I said, you're not as callow as I thought. In any case, we should go now.
Want to discuss something else you mentioned?
Speak, then.
Mages aren't as dangerous as you say.
Clearly your chantry agrees.
Chantry still thinks magic is useful.
As do the Kunari. We simply treat it as it deserves.
You can't condemn all mages for the mistakes of a few.
My people have a tale. An Ashkari walked among the fields once, observing the laborers at work. Flax bloomed all around him, the color of still water. The air rippled like a curtain. As he stopped to examine a blossom, a bee stung him on the hand. The Ashkari turned to a laborer for aid and noticed for the first time the heavy gloves and coat she wore. As she tended to him, the Ashkari asked them why she was dressed so in such stifling heat. "To avoid your fate," she replied. "But there are many thousands of bees here," the Ashkari said to her, "and only one stung me. Surely your caution is unwarranted." "The stinger is always a surprise," agreed the laborer. "But so is the bee that simply passes one by."
But bees don't know consequences like mages do.
It costs a bee its life to sting a man. What does it cost a mage? We should not linger here.
I had another question.
Very well.
I guess
I
not.
suggest we move on.
What were you doing in that cage?
Does it matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Are you saying you put yourself in that cage?
I know that my failures were my own. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened to the other Kunari?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
Probably dropped on the battlefield.
Perhaps. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And then?
I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
Panicked over a lost blade?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Sorry, I think Discord just quipped up there. Where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Callanhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Okay. Alright, so we started the quest for his sword, which I kind of been sitting on until now. I think we can still do that. I was actually... Part of the reason I was putting it off is because I was afraid that we already missed it when I did the Red Cliff quest, but I think we could still do it. So, that's going to be our first goal today. Let's have another chat with Wynn.
What's on your mind?
I'd like to ask you something about the circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Okay, maybe not. We already got her quest started. Which, we're supposed to find somebody who I think fled to the Dalish, so... We've got to head back to the Brazilian forest at some point.
I've a question, if I may.
You may.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Does your oath expire then?
Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
Boy, I should probably close Discord before I started. There's always a use or two for a handsome elf.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Oh, well, I improved him even more. Actually, he wasn't quite at the limit, was he? Oh, no. No, he's at 30. I think everybody else is, too. Or... some of them are. Wynn is very... friendly. Alistair is pretty high. Sten is actually very high. I didn't think we got him up to almost 40.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
My hair? Thank you.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. One year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you, like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Wouldn't I? Maybe I'd just keep it to myself. Aha!
You see? You play along with me. Not many will do that. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Do you often enjoy the company of other women?
And what would you do if I said I do? Very much so, in fact.
Think I might giggle, maybe look coy?
Huh? You must do that then. Perhaps later when I'm not prepared for it. Surprise me. Come then, let's get going. If I recall correctly, you have some important earth-shattering business to attend to.
Well, now she has extended me an offer that, I don't think I can indulge in on screen. I mean, not that this is anything like The Witcher. So there's nothing really R-rated that happens in this game. But I'll try to keep it, you know, family-friendly for YouTube's sake.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Indeed. Why are you still here?
Because I need your help with my mother, of course. Why else? Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I don't want you to leave.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
Wow, I just pissed her off. Let's not do that. So, she don't really have much in terms of dialogue, probably until we get Flemeth taken care of.
If there's anything I can do for you, I'm
Don't think this guy has anything good for us. I don't know why he has all this crap. I don't believe I have anything to sell. I did a lot of inventory management off screen as well. Try and condense all this crap. I don't know if we ever need Drake scales or anything, but I'm just gonna hang on to it. I believe we need some of these basic crystals for something later, so I'm not gonna get rid of those. I need to find some people who actually have like lyrium potion recipes, because I realize having more of those on hand would be very helpful. Alright, so all I know, we have to track down Sten's sword. We said they camp near Lake Calenhad, and there's only one place we can get to there.
yes.
Indeed, yes.
So why don't we head for... I guess the Redcliffe Village is kind of on Lake Calenhad, but maybe the docks is the first place to start. Yeah, I knew it. I know how this... Oh god, a lot of wolves. Alright, apparently there's traps, so let's hold still and be clever. Actually, there only seems to be one trap.
Trap! Trap!
Maybe there's more than one. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Apparently I ran out of disk space. And, yeah, that's the first time that's happened in a while, so it kind of took me by surprise. I'm glad I noticed it pretty early. We didn't really get too much further after it cut off there. So, yeah. We killed some wolves and then we came here. And now I'm going to chat up this fellow. I turned on an option. Because I've been passing so many quest destinations and kind of missing them, or like objects of interest, I turned on something to say show plot helpers in explored areas only. So we're not going to see them in areas we haven't really gone through yet. Or at least that seems to be how it's supposed to work. But when I'm going back through other areas, I can't remember all of these quests. There's just like too much going on here. So I'm going to keep those on just to be able to hit these up as we pass them, so I'm not having to tackle these one at a time.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
Why does he seem to have a quest marker on him, even though he doesn't have any dialogue options?
It was my father. My father died of shock and... Of course.
I can't remember if I sold him this stuff or what. I don't know why he has a... What did I get? Injury kit. Bad luck charm. Well, I think interesting things are probably going to happen if we hang on to that. Yeah, I have no idea why he's got a quest mark on his head. Burn of Sacred Ashes? What? We finished that ages ago. Alright, so maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Sten's thing. Let's head over to Redcliffe and maybe I can figure something out. far as Sten's sword. Why are we getting attacked in the same spot? God, what is it now? Hey, look at them. More fucking darkspawn. There's something... Redcliffe soldiers. Alright, well... time to go ham. Everybody just kind of stay put for now. Ooh, I just learned, something I actually forgot about until recently. There's actually a, there's like a mechanic in this game where you get some kind of like spell synergy, spell combinations. I would see these pop up and just kind of didn't really look at them. Creatures being electrified are more conductive of electricity. Ha, fancy that. So, basically, these are different combinations of spells that result in unique effects or more powerful effects. So, let's see, Shockwave. Beset on all sides may find temporary solace within the confines of a force field spell. Since a spell already prohibits movement, the original situation will persist once the cast fails. Crushing prison atop the force field, the contradictory effects will result in a spectacular disintegration of both spells, generating a shockwave that harms all within 5 meters. So I actually didn't know that. So these are good things to pay attention to, and I really should be looking at them a lot more. Improved drain. I already knew that one. And shattering, of course, when you freeze something, you hit it with, like the stone fist or powerful blows. Have a chance to just absolutely smash the enemy and kill them outright. So that's cool stuff. All those Redcliffe soldiers are kind of getting hammered by our own spells, but apparently I'm being blocked. I think one just died. Oh shit, there's an ogre over there. I didn't even know that. Well, I just got blasted. Alright, so them soldiers didn't really survive. Alright, stun the fuck out of him. That takes care of him. Serpentine, bitch.
This should be easy enough.
Can you do the thing? Yeah, eat that. There's actually a really cool, like, unique kill animation.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time.
This wasn't the time for this.
Decided that it is not much like any of them.
Because I'm not human?
Oh, it's not just that. Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but it's not only that. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
Sure, we alienage elves are just better that way.
Then that must be it. The humans have always spoken about elves being inferior, but obviously this is their own stupidity talking. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
We wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Alright, well, we got a little more approval out of Shale. Yeah, if you I don't know if there's a way to pull off those like special kill animations. It just seems to randomly happen when you land the killing blow. But the one against the ogre is actually pretty cool. Like it's Kind of like a Duncan cinematic in the intro. The prologue.
This should be easy enough.
Which is pretty neat. Except we don't get crushed and die. Alright, onwards to Redcliffe. This fucker. I didn't see this fucker, but this is the fucker.
Back off! I was here first.
Don't look like it. These have been picked clean. You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
Only if it's a kunari blade.
A Q what?
It'll probably be large and unwieldy.
Well, honestly, I don't have any swords. The spot was picked pretty clean when I got here. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it, I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he? He sold you this spot? Does he own this land?
No, that's some freeholder or other. He just sold me the looting rights. I'm not building a house here or nothing.
Looting
he was going
rights?
to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell
Orzammar.
him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ha!
I doubt that. I think he knows very well that he got the better of you. God, we gotta go to Orzammar? Fuck. How am I gonna find anybody there? There's the fucker. I knew he wouldn't be inside. You fucker.
Welcome back. Care to see the finest selection of previously owned armor and weaponry in Thedas?
See, I don't remember talking to you before, but I must have. Are you Farron by any chance?
Oh, you've heard of me. What have you heard? And just so you know, some of my competitors have been trying to besmirch my sterling reputation.
Sterling, is it? Did you happen to find a kunari sword?
Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the word.
Bronze-skinned giants.
Oh, them. Well, I have a few shields here. I had one sword, but I sold it already.
Who did you sell it to?
A collector. I can't go telling you all about my paying customers. One, it's not ethical. And two, it's bad for business. A lot of my customers are sensitive types. They don't want their personal business related to every stranger who happens along.
Tell me, or I'll let the original owner know where you are.
If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful.
Where's the sword now?
Redcliffe. The guy who bought it lives in Redcliffe. He's a collector. A dwarf named Dwin, I think. I don't want any trouble. If you see that giant, tell him I don't have it, would you? I don't, I swear.
Might be willing to keep it quiet for 3 sovereigns.
3? I call it highway robbery, but I'd be smearing the good name of highwaymen everywhere. Fine. Here's your blood money.
Blood
Take
money,
it and
ha!
go.
You piece of shit. You're the one trying to rob the nearly dead. Damn it! That wasn't the right place. So I knew it was Dwin, that fucker. Guy couldn't even be bothered to lift a sword for his own village until we coerced him. Granted, this isn't really his village, but he's squatting here, ain't he? Actually, you know what? For the sake of this, I think we should bring Sten. I probably should have brought him for that last one, but oh well, too late.
Yes.
Well, I imagine we're going to devolve into some kind of brawl, so
Yes.
having a lot of heavy hitters,
Indeed.
probably a good idea. Alright, go ahead and do that. Oh, Sten, I gotta levels you up. None of those apparently. Whatever. Okay, apparently that's all you needed. Well, are you topped up on the best armor you can get? He's all juggernauted, so I think we want to keep that just for the combo. I don't remember what this combination armor gives for wearing the full set. Well, that's an interesting appearance. Oh, yeah, it's down there. Item set bonus. Well, tell me what it is, you dork. Oh, well. You probably have a stance I want to keep you in. Oh, no, I forgot threatened isn't sustained. Or taunt isn't sustained. Threaten is, I think. I think I interrupted Morgan there, but she should have been talking as we stepped through the doorway.
Go celebrate, or whatever you have to do.
I'm looking for the Kunori sword you bought.
Now, why would you be interested in that?
It's mine.
You know, Farron didn't mention the giant he took it from was alive.
Why don't you give up the sword and we'll go?
Excellent idea. It's in my strongbox. Here's the key. Now, why don't you leave me alone?
Alright, well, that was easier than I expected. I guess that's, what we get for bringing Sten along. Might as well take everything else while I'm at it, seeing as you have no qualms about pilfering from the dead. Sten! Good old buddy. Have I got a surprise for you that you just watched me, acquire. Where is it?
Strange.
Yes?
I had almost forgotten it. Completion. Are you sure you are a Grey Warden? I think you must be an Ashkari to find a single...
That is a very weird face you're making.
War.
You're welcome, Sten.
I would thank you for this, if I knew how. And I could deliver a much more satisfying answer to the Arishok's question if the Blight were ended. Don't you agree?
So you're staying, then?
I am one of the Beresad. I have never abandoned the field with a battle unmet.
I'm glad to have you, Sten.
Yes, it isn't every Grey Warden who has her own Beresad. I will see you reach the Archdemon. Lead the way.
That's that. Sten now has moderate strength, so I might want to bring him along for taking on Jarvia. The funny thing is, he actually does not equip the sword, and you don't have to keep it. So I could sell this. And that's hilarious to me. It is especially funny because he's going to go the rest of the game without using it. I'm not going to sell it, but he's going to go the rest of the game without using it, because that sword is garbage. Alright, well, that's done. I guess that kind of makes it a short, uneventful episode, but we got a lot of chat out of the way, and we took care of Sten's business. So we're going to end the episode here, and I think next time we're going to go take on Flemeth and get Morgan, get her approval skyrocketing, and whatever perks come with that. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very kindly for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, and subscribe to my stream archive channel, links in the description below. We will see you all next time. Have a great night.